and welcome to the travel show with me, Lucy Hedges. This week I'm in Vevey, a small Swiss town on the shores of Lake Geneva, as it hosts the world's biggest and perhaps most infrequent wine festival. As well as being home to UNESCO-protected Latham vineyards, Vevey is known for its living tradition, the Fête de Vignerons, a 3-week-long celebration of wine that transforms the town. While Switzerland might not spring to mind when you think of wine, they actually produce around 100 million litres a year, exporting only 2% of it. It's said that during the Fête de Vignerons, visitors to this unsuspecting lakeside town work their way through, are you ready, over 500,000 bottles of wine. Now, the festival itself actually began as a one-day feast hosted by an ancient brotherhood as a way to reward the best winemaker in the region. And it clearly takes the locals a while to recover, as the festival only takes place once every 20 to 25 years. The Fête de Vignerons began in 1797 as a small parade through the streets of Vevey. But because of unrest in the region over the next couple of decades, the next event wasn't organised for another 22 years, a cycle that has remained ever since. Unbelievably, this year's Fête is only the 12th festival since then, with each year's show growing in size and spectacle. Today, the climax of the celebration is a daily show that takes place in a specially built stadium and features over 5,000 volunteers. And this year, the show has been created by the man behind Cirque du Soleil. I'm loving the vibe back here. There's people in costumes, there's props everywhere. Now, as the creator of this incredible show, what's going to be an incredible show, what's it like creating something that only happens once every 20 years?
It's something very unusual in some form. And it's like really a theater show, but with 5,000 of actors, maybe more, 6,000, something like that. You can be very precise and tell the story about the work that the people are. Or you can try to find a different form to bring them like in a strange journey, like
so it's
in
about
a boat.
Like using your imagination, not doing things conventionally, doing things a little bit outside the box, having a bit of fun with it, basically.
Yes.
Yeah. So with 5,000 people in your show, do you think you've got room for one more?
Dance with your hands. Do this.
Dance with my hands?
Yeah.
You are in. Does that mean I'm in?
You are in.
I'm in. The show itself represents a year in the life of a vineyard. And in order to have enough roles for that many volunteers, it means even the bugs and birds get their moment in the spotlight. So Bryn, talk me through what I'm going to be doing.
Right, so you're going to be an étourneau danseur, a starling dancer. The idea is that your upper body is completely separated from your lower body and that your arms feel like wings that you can fly.
You make that look really easy. I think I'm getting it. You're
looking great.
Be honest.
No, I'm being honest. You're definitely getting it. I'm believing you.
Okay, so at the minute, I feel like I'm a little bit stiff, especially on the left-hand side, but I've got time to perfect my wing span movement. I'm quite looking forward to getting involved in the show, so bring it on. So I've got my moves, now it's time to get my costume. These are huge. How do I look? Am I working it?
You're amazing.
Then the 3-hour extravaganza began. The crowd sounds huge, a little bit scary. The first ever festival for the Fête de Vignerons held a capacity of 2,000 people. I'm about to perform in front of almost 20,000 people. Showtime! It wasn't until I ran out into the stadium that the Olympic scale of the show truly sank in. The sun is blazing
freezing, it's so hot. I'm melting, totally worth it. Look at this atmosphere.
I can't think of another place where multiple generations from one family get the chance to be involved in such an epic experience together.
This really means a lot to a lot of people. There's a lot of emotions running high, and I can see why. The choreography wasn't as important in the end. Everyone was freestyling, but it looked really good. And what an honour to take part of something that only happens once every 20 years. I ain't going to be this limber in 20 years, I'll tell you that now.